Hi, and welcome to the Intervention channel. My name is Steve Bruno, and one of today's subjects is something I'm calling the last hurrah. And it is the moment when you've got, agreements and all of that, and you realize that the addict has every design on having a last blowout. I did it. A lot of addicts do. Using addicts, alcoholics, it's the thinking, well, I'm going into treatment, so I may as well, I deserve this because I'm going into treatment. I deserve this. The other thing, I'm all kinds of different thinking, I'm going to get as many hits, as many shots, as many, drinks or whatever as possible before I go in. And this is something it's important in a number of ways. For one thing, an intervention is not the same as detox or treatment. So don't treat it that way. The person that you're trying to help is a using addict or alcoholic. So they're going to use. To try and police that and say, well, okay, so you're going to stop using now. It's just... it's just inane. It's not going to happen. I mean, it might happen, but the likelihood is, and you don't want to get into a fight about it. I've driven people into treatment. I drove this guy in from Vegas. I had the mother rent. He was in really, really bad shape. I mean, he was hallucinating, Illuminati and FBI agents in the trees and the whole bit. He looked like a ghost. He was having paranoid delusions. There was no way I was going to get him on a plane. And he was so physically addicted. What I did is not as legal as it probably should be. But suffice to say that he was using all the way in. I had the all the way into detox. I had the mother rent a Suburban with tinted windows. I made sure he had what he needed, and he agreed. That was the only way he was going to agree. So he was in the back seat, smoking whatever he was smoking, and I drove him, with my windows open, my front windows open, all the way from Vegas to Santa Ana, which is not that far. It's, 6 hours probably. But that's how I got him in. I had a guy in Hawaii, and he was on Oxycontin. If you have any perspective on Oxycontin, he was on 980 milligrams a day. He was a big guy, 980 milligrams. There was no way I was going to get him from Hawaii to San Diego in one piece if he didn't have something to use. I was going to have a guy on a plane in opiate withdrawal, which is not what you want to be dealing with. So you've got to pick your battles, right? And that's part of it, is making sure that your person is well enough, sort of handled enough, whether he's an alcoholic, whether he's an opiate addict, to get him to the detox. At the detox, if a person needs medical detox, then they will medicate him there and they'll bring him down. They'll usually search the person, make sure they don't have anything. I usually have people just tell me what they have on them. I don't know why that is, but people suddenly get honest when they're in the car and they're going, no, I've got some shit here, I got some shit there. Some people won't, but they usually get searched when they're at the detox. And, just let them do whatever they're going to do. It's better in a controlled environment. You can just say openly, once they've agreed to go to the program, say, look, if you're going to use, and I tell them, I don't want to see it. I don't want to know about it. This is something I've learned since Vegas. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know about it. But if you use, you use. I'm not telling you not to. Don't get arrested at the airport, please. If you get arrested at an airport, by the way, it's a federal charge because All airports are on federal land. So you got to be very careful about that, making sure that they understand what they're getting into going through an airport. But anyway, my point is that if a person needs to use, if they need to drink all the way into treatment, I don't fight them on that. It's not worth it. The only important thing is to get them to arrive, okay, with enough willingness to be there for whatever reason. So the last hurrah, fine. Don't, try to police the person, try to control what they're doing, following them around the house. What are you doing now? Where are you going? People get very nervous, and then they impinge that nervousness upon the addict, which is not what they're trying to do, but they're nervous, they exude nervousness, and then the addict is going to back off. Say, you know what, just back the fuck off, okay? That's the response you're gonna get. So you don't want that. You don't want to create problems. Just as long as things are moving forward, that's the only important thing. Okay, if you want more information, you can buy my book. It's called More Than Hope. It's available on Amazon and Kindle. There's a link below. If you'd like to subscribe, that'll be in the next screen, the end screen. You'll see a subscribe button. If you're a professional, you definitely want to hit that. Share it with other professionals if you can. Family members, family members, share it with your other family members. If you'd like to ask a question, you can go to my website. It's stevebruno.com. You can fill out the contact form. You can call me directly. You can text me. You can ask your question in the comments section below so that everybody can see the answer. And that's it on the last hurrah. Okay. Go ahead and click on the next video and educate yourself, illuminate yourself so you can win the game that you're trying to play, save a life. And thank you for watching the Intervention channel. I'm Steve Bruno, and you'll see me, hopefully, on the next video. Okay, thanks for watching.